So you're thinking of moving to Australia? We asked 3 new migrants what their advice would be for people thinking of making the move as well. What advice would you have for people wanting to make the move?
If you've thought about making the move, it's probably something that you're serious about. You know, people have reached out to me and been like, oh, I'm interested in moving to Australia. And I'm like, well, do it. Like, look into it. Look and see what, you know, whether your job's on the skill shortage list, and see what options there are. You know, if it's something you really want to do, just make it happen. It's complicated, but really when you break it down, it's really simple. Like, is this something you want to do? Is this something that you want to do for your life and what you and your family want to do? If the answer is yes, just give it a go. Like, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah,
just go back to the UK. UK or wherever it is you're coming from.
What advice do you have for anyone wanting to make the move themselves, and also thinking about, you know, a partner visa? They snag themselves an Aussie.
Yep. Online dating is great. You should try it. No, actually, just talk about it early, communicate it, picture what your life could be like, start early, and try to get out of your comfort zone. It is scary, or it can be scary. And leading up, I was like, are we doing the right thing? And
yeah,
it was, because, yeah, of course, you're leaving the known. It's a big leap into the unknown, and you're like, okay, what if?
How many times did you have that fear of, are we doing the right thing?
Countless times. And I was very positive about moving and excited, but still you are like, okay, but you don't, you know, the grass is always greener on the other side. So you don't want to be naive, but you also don't want to be your own obstacle and hinder yourself from ever trying. Because that was... So
keep a positive mindset about it.
Yeah,
you're going to get those negative thoughts.
What's the worst thing that can happen? We would have to move, and that's okay. That's okay for my partner. We've talked about that as well. Have a plan B and maybe C.
And what advice would you give people who are also looking to make the move, especially when they might be on a sponsored visa, they might be having to do things so quickly as well? What advice would you give them?
Just take it day by day, be very organised. I had endless lists going and just ticking things off day to day, like little things. It's like little by little, and you end up getting there. And just
any advice for the children, like if people are doing it as well with young children?
I think about, you know, because that's been a big thing for us moving, you know, knowing that Isaac will have a better life, knowing that although it's going to be difficult in the short term, it's going to be a long term of a better future, really. But
yeah, when it was difficult getting things done, I just kept saying to myself, like, it's gonna be worth it. One day we're gonna be sat in our house in Australia or on the beach or whatever, and it's all gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
So
I think that if I could hammer home one thing to people even thinking about it, it would be, so this is kind of split up into two things, but ultimately, I know it sounds cliche, but if you can do it and you want to do it, to just do it. As hard as it is, and I'm someone who, I find paperwork and stuff like that really difficult, just to read and interpret all the information, but to know that I've done that, and I did it myself with a little bit of help from money, you know, that it's been so worth it, because, you know, and if you can do it, just do it. But also to know that you aren't responsible for how your family take it. We've been lucky with how our family have responded to things. I know a lot of people back home have said, you know, oh, I'm jealous, I would have loved to have done that, I wish we could have done that years ago. But, you know, like family and stuff, I think a lot of people feel responsible for needing to be around their parents to look after them. I think that's what I'm just getting a general consensus that people say.
Not everyone, but most people that we tell that we're moving, their response is like, they're jealous or that they wish they could have done it. So I would say just it would be worse for someone to, you know, get older and then think, oh, I've missed my chance. I can't. Because especially the age limits and things on the visa, you don't want to miss out.